looks simple from a distance, a clean line on the map, but once you're on the ground the detail starts to matter. Today we're heading up onto Stanage, noticing how the conditions change as we move from sheltered ground to exposed edge. A bit cloudy and a bit windy today, but actually not too bad. Wind's making a bit cold, that wind chills, a little bit raw, but looking at the weather forecast today, clearing skies, and there is a little bit of blue in between those clouds, so hopefully it's going to pick up as we go through the day. Worth paying attention to what's happening around us. The wind just here is gentle, but it's very different when we get over the top. Before you reach the edge, it helps to have a first safe feature in mind, a place that you'd move to if the conditions shift. So as you walk, just block some of those quiet, sheltered places that just mean that if you needed to go back, you've got a place to sit and rest. Once you're on the edge, the landscape opens out. It's easy for your attention to be pulled outwards, so choosing an anchor point helps. Something that keeps you grounded in your movement and your direction. And if visibility dropped here, well, what would be your next handrail? Edges ask for awareness, but they give you a lot back when you offer it. Here, as you can see, beautiful edge line that we're going to be following down as the handrail. On an edge like this, the map gives you options, but the conditions decide the line. My job is simply to notice, see changes and adjust and stay comfortable. A handrail feature is a long, obvious feature like a ridge or a wall that you follow to stay on course. It gives you something reliable to handrail so you don't drift off course, especially in poor visibility or when the terrain feels open and featureless. You're not navigating to it, you're navigating alongside it. If you drop down here, it's known as Robin Hood's Cave. A bit blustery today. Spot for a picture and a breather. It's coming up to our turning point now, and as you can see, we're walking approximately 45 minutes to this junction. It rains. You can see the path is well trodden, but equally you don't want to stand still in this because it can get really boggy underfoot. The path, as you know, is well trodden, so it's quite compact in those areas, but anywhere where it's not, you'll find yourself sinking pretty sharp. You can avoid it, but keep your head up so that you can pick your route. If you've got your head down, just on your feet all the time, you're going to find you're going to lose your track, and your dry line through the marshy boggy area. Keeping your head up means you can spot those really boggy bits and then make a decision left or right, like here. See how you're going to go much further round, straight with the middle. We're going to dog leg back this way. Another consideration is thinking about those skyline features, because sometimes when you're focused on the track just in front of you, you lose sight of the general path direction you're going without having to consult your map every 2 or 3 minutes. So here, knowing that the pole is just behind my shoulder somewhere, knowing that I can keep that in sight, and I know that I'm going and keep that on the horizon and in my field of vision, and then I know that I'm not drifting too far off track, whichever path I choose. So as we leave the edge, I think it's time to find a little bit of shelter down there for a drink of hot water. And you might remember in the first episode, the Red Myers Walk in episode 1, which you can see as we approach them down here. Marked by areas that are really boggy on this side scale map. If it's got a little bit of blue, that means it's wet. Now if I was to continue walking down this path, which is lovely, towards the Red Myers, and I take what is a little path that comes up here, well, it's going to take me straight into what's going to be a very boggy bit of land today, judging on that last part that we just walked up. So what I'm intending to do is change tack. That's what you can do. I'm going to continue walking Stanage where I know it's dry, and start off quickly, and then maybe drop down the other side. But I'm going to see how windy it is. If it's still as windy as it was before, then just walk back along the edge. All good. Well, here's a little choice point, and we can continue along to High Neb, which is right there. I'm going to plan today just to drop down a bit and see what's down the other side. Dropping from the edge, the wind eases a little and the ground feels different underfoot. It's a good moment to notice what's changed and how your decisions have shaped the walk. Awareness doesn't remove the risk, and that's today's principle. Awareness lets us make the edge features a great guide. Not because the risk disappears, but because noticing the detail helps you move through it with clarity.